Honestly, it is that kind of day where my pile of clothes is sitting there needing to be put away, and I haven't done it. And I've hit record, and honestly, just do what Brennan's doing. Just chill. We're just chilling. We're vibing. But let's talk. Let's make a video. Hello there, it's been a minute and it's been a week since we ran through our 2025 goals for the channel, for TikTok as well. So yeah, there's been some progress, and why don't we jump into it? So yeah, as we can see, there has been some numbers updated. We've had our first amount of analytics to pump into this spreadsheet and give us that kind of early picture of how we're doing. So starting off on TikTok, that's the kind of has been the priority. We gained 29 followers in our first week of January, and we're continuing to grow. We've actually already gained a few more from this, but the kind of important thing to call out, our kind of big win, is we surpassed our 300 follower milestone, which I've had if you followed on TikTok. So really chuffed about that. That's great. And we keep on trucking, we keep on moving for that 1,000 follower goal. So you'll have to hop over to TikTok to see what the next kind of milestone number is. I'm not keeping it boring. 300 was, we kept it for kind of the movie 300 with the This Is Sparta alert. So I want to try and change it up each milestone, so 400 isn't actually 400. But yeah, each of the 100 milestones will change that up. So if we reach them, of course. But yeah, really positive start. We had 14 TikToks made with over 86,000 views, just over 1,000 likes. We had a bit of a problem with I'm pretty sure I got shadow banned for a day or two, but I think we're past that now. I don't know, TikTok's a bit of a funny one. But yeah, we're climbing slowly. We've got progress. On the YouTube side of things, we have made some changes to this. I've added some asterisks to the watch time and number of videos because, interestingly, Ty Myers, who I've got the spreadsheet from, I was watching him and he was talking about basically he was giving us some facts about how YouTube works and how the kind of monetization works. Because in the future, if we do hit our kind of goal with YouTube and TikTok, we kind of then want to, the next stage of that would be looking at monetization. So I want to make sure I'm kind of pumping in numbers now correctly, that we can accurately track that. And watch time hours for shorts do not count towards your watch time hours. Shorts, the tracking for that is number of views. So I've made a kind of adjustment to that, but again, the big one we're kind of focusing on is subscribers we've gained. And actually, I thought this was going to be a pretty slow week for YouTube because it was literally up until the 7th. Then all of a sudden we got 5 subscribers in a bit of a burst because I made a short, which was also a TikTok. I was kind of trying to experiment to see, is it worth also keeping YouTube shorts on the go or kind of focusing on TikTok. And I think the kind of experimenting is I think I need to listen to my own advice. If you follow me on TikTok, where I did say if someone was looking to start this while doing a full-time job and all that jazz, they probably should not try and do too many things at once. I really should listen to my own advice is the key here. I have been streaming from TikTok, but I've also been looking into multi-streaming, and predominantly I've been doing that on Twitch. The reason for that, I feel like Twitch is has better discoverability for small streamers. In saying that, with my focus being on YouTube, I really should cut that out and focus on streaming to YouTube. Some might say, why not stream to all of them? My internet speed just would not facilitate that, and make it a good time for anybody. So I think what I'll be doing going forward is TikTok is still the kind of priority. It's the focus just because of the ease, the accessibility to be able to make content there is a lot easier than with YouTube. But still pump the live streams out to YouTube as well as TikTok at the same time. So continue multi-streaming, but get a bit of focus onto YouTube rather than Twitch. Down the road, absolutely, if Twitch is something that we can look to kind of tackle as well, then of course. But I think for now, the desire is to make long form content on YouTube. That's where I should be streaming. And I also know from another YouTuber, Westy, that the watch time on live streams massively helps out when it comes to that track to monetization. So we're nowhere near that stage yet, but again, it's good to kind of maybe lay that groundwork now so that if we ever hit that goal, hit our subscriber goal, and then look to kind of that next stage, which would be 500 subscribers, I think is where we'd go to, which is that first monetization milestone. It'll be at that point then watch time will become more important. But for now, that doesn't really matter to me. The focus is just hitting 1,000 followers on TikTok and getting 100 subscribers on YouTube to see if we can do it. I think the priority will be stick to TikTok for short form content for now. I still might dip my toe in with doing YouTube shorts because, as I say, that's where I'm getting those subscribers. So if you've come from YouTube shorts, hello, welcome to the channel. It's great to have you. So we'll see how we go, but shorts is great for that kind of exposure as well. You know, content is content at the end of the day. This kind of watch time stuff, yeah, it's laying the groundwork for the future, but at the moment, if I can hit us 100 subscribers, that's all that matters. Going over then quickly just to how much we earned. I've also again updated a wee quote for our earnings, but we made 5p on TikTok from donations. So look, every little helps. This is kind of just proof in the pudding. You know, if you can make money, any money out of doing a hobby, then surely that's a win. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that as we progress. But yeah, we're out of the starting gate. This is still the plan to make this type of video, to kind of check in, hold myself accountable more than anything. But if someone out there is interested in starting social media, starting content creation part-time as a hobby, then it might give you a bit of insight into how someone in a pretty saturated market can progress through the year. So yeah, that's why I'll keep this up for as long as I can, to say monitor more myself, to kind of just keep that track, get that view of how we grow through the year. I'm very interested to see how that data comes together. But yeah, that is what 2025 is about. It's about firing through, learning what we can about the platforms that we're trying to pursue, and yeah, just see how far we get. But I think I'll wrap it up there. This is, as I say, this is more for me, kind of keeping myself accountable so that I can come back and go, okay, how are we doing? How are we progressing? But in the background, I am constantly trying to learn, especially on the TikTok side of things. I think with this being weekly coming in and updating our stats, I'm looking back on the content that I've made, what is doing well, what isn't, and again, trying to then replicate that kind of, okay, people seem to enjoy this format of video, or this does well in the TikTok algorithm. And you know, YouTube, while I'm uploading this, it absolutely is the kind of secondary goal, because it's a different beast. YouTube is such a platform that is definitely, I think, harder to conquer, and that is because it's, again, obviously you can pay for viewers, pay for subscribers. That's pure organic growth, and that will come. I know it will come with kind of consistency, and you have to upload to kind of get there, which again, this is it. This is just a raw video of a guy who's spewing nonsense going through here. Look at the numbers I'm doing, but look, someone out there might find it useful. If they don't, that's fine. I'm going to find it useful whenever I look back on it and go, wow, how did we do in 2025? So but yeah, that will do us. If you have watched all this way, thank you so much. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and there will be another video this week. It won't just be these kind of update videos. If you've been following on TikTok, or if you've even seen the YouTube shorts, I've been gathering some info for an upcoming video. So keep your eyes out for that. But until then, enjoy the rest of your week, your weekend, whenever and wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.